the troll. Okay, I'm here with the voice of reason, my co-host.
That is me.
Yes, she's doing a great job keeping me in line these days. Listen,
Really?
I got some ideas. We're talking about Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
It's not. It's months away still.
I mean, it depends on the size of the corner.
No, it's a fucking big corner. Look, we're going to be waiting a long time. Look, regardless, Halloween Ends. I got a thought.
Yeah.
All right. Is there a better character than Loomis? Let me ask you that first.
No, I love Loomis.
He's the best, right?
Yeah.
In fact, if Michael Myers is to hang it up, I think Loomis can come back from the dead, take over as the new serial killer.
Oh, wow.
That'd be interesting. And you know what?
Okay.
And then Michael comes back from the dead and tries to stop him.
And tries to be the new Loomis.
Yeah. Michael's
Wow.
like, you must stop this. Dr. Loomis. Sam. They call him Sam.
Reverse.
Everything would be so fucked up.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, I got an idea. All right, so I feel like without Loomis, honestly, the movies just aren't as good.
They do lack something without him, don't they?
And in a way, I think, well, isn't that just because Loomis was there for so long and not so much that he was so great? But no, it's because he's so great.
Yeah.
And you know, at this point, do you realize Laurie has actually, Jamie Lee Curtis has done more Halloween films now than Loomis did, or than Pleasance did.
Sure.
Yeah, that's interesting because I still think of him just because of the timeline I grew up with and what I'm interested in. What the main thing I like about Halloween, it really involved Loomis. So anyway, here's what I'm thinking. Because they gave us a flashback with him in Halloween Kills,
right?
I'm starting to think, what if they don't want to wrap up this series without his involvement again?
Okay.
Because they could have easily left him out. They didn't need to bring him back into the flashback, and it couldn't have been easy to do.
Right.
And they did a phenomenal job on it. But they didn't need to have him in there. They could have really kept him out. But they did it for a reason. It's making me think, you know what? Maybe the idea is in Halloween Ends, another flashback with Loomis somehow gets involved.
Yeah.
And I think that would be brilliant, especially because they pulled it off so well. Like, the people who said it didn't look right in Halloween Kills, I don't understand them at all.
I don't either, because I was really, it was so realistic, I was confused.
I was buying it very much. More so than, remember in Star Wars Rogue One, when they had, the hell's that guy's name? That Imperial... I forget his fucking name now, but...
Oh, yeah. Peter Cushing.
Yeah, whatever his act. I forget the character's name. But the point is, when they did a good job with him, but he did look a little stiff sometimes. The CGI looked a little weird.
Yeah, he almost looked a little bit like from one of the games.
Yeah, right. Like a little bit like a video game.
Yeah, that kind of animation.
When they started this with Loomis and Halloween Kills, I thought, are we going to be in for another Peter Cushing kind of thing? No, Loomis looked great.
Yeah.
So if they got him that well in the last movie, they can do him as well or even better in Halloween Ends. So here's what I'm thinking. What if towards the end of the film, or whenever, I don't know how long Michael's going to be in the film now, there's controversy over that, but towards the end of Michael's time in the film, what if he starts having flashbacks to Loomis? For the first time ever. Ooh. Would that be cool?
A Michael flashback.
I mean, for the first time ever, we would actually see what's going on in his head for a change.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
I love the idea.
Where does your brain come up with this?
Listen, I'm very creative.
I know.
But if he starts thinking back to Loomis, like a young Loomis of when he was a kid, and maybe, I'm thinking there's so many things you could do with this, but what if we're going to go the way, for example, of Michael... Maybe in the end, giving up killing. Maybe he just surrenders and says, you know what, fuck this. Loomis could talk him out of it from flashbacks.
My therapist was right all along.
Yeah, it took him this long to realize. It's like, what have I been doing with my life? Every Halloween, what do? I go out and I murder...
satisfaction anymore. What is my life's purpose?
Do you realize that...
It's like a midlife crisis.
do you realize that, because this takes place in modern day, in 2022... Do you realize that the lockdowns from the virus actually even shut down Michael's business? Do you realize that?
Yeah.
Like, so many of us just lost thousands and thousands of dollars and got completely fucked. But even Michael was sitting home on Halloween going, son of a bitch, yes. I need to be out there.
I put all my eggs in one basket.
But anyway, I digress. But I really think this would be an interesting idea to bring Loomis back into the story without doing something that doesn't make any sense. I think it would really work if Michael started having flashbacks to Loomis trying to talk him out of it. Whether Michael goes through with stopping or not, or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. I just want him to at least wrestle and to start having Loomis in his head.
I love it.
Right?
Yes.
They should do that. That's a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. If not, then I'm going to get I'll tell you guys right now, I will one day get the rights to this film, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to George Lucas it up, where I start throwing in like my own footage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just fucking with it and making it like a Frankenstein kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll throw Frankenstein in while I'm at it.
Why not?
Why not? I'm just getting crazy. But these are terrible ideas. But I do like the Loomis idea. I think
that is a good idea.
A flashback of him getting crowbarred in, I think, would be really good. Mainly because I don't think the series would have a natural ending without his involvement somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can tell.
Closure.
Yeah, closure, exactly. You can tell when a series is ending without a character just because it had to. Like, again, Star Wars without Leia at the end of, I mean, she was in the movie a little bit with CGI shit, but it's not natural storytelling to leave her out of episode 9, right? If you can even call it that. It was just such a big piece of shit. But so keeping Loomis out of this would be odd. And I think even though he's deceased and has been for a long time, I really think the flashback would be a good idea. So that would be the way to do this. Also, it's the last opportunity because when they reboot and all, there's clearly no Loomis. Like, I mean, you get, if you reuse the character again, you recast him like Rob Zombie did for his shit movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So here's a thought. You don't think Laurie would have a flashback to Loomis for any reason, do you?
No, I don't think so. No.
I don't even think she really knew the guy.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
They probably didn't keep in touch after Halloween 2. Oh, Halloween 2 is not in this timeline.
Yeah.
So they only met for like a minute.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't call, he doesn't write.
No, nothing.
It's like a bad date.
Well, let's not. I don't think Loomis dates. I certainly don't think he has sex. I think he's just committed to going after Michael.
Just talking about a date.
That's what dating is for. It's usually somebody ejaculates on somebody.
Jeez, oh Pete.
So anyway, I think that this would be the good way to go, but I'm trying to think of who else could possibly have a flashback of him.
Yeah.
I mean, Hawkins could. You could get creative with it, but I don't think that would really fit the story well, right? Mm-hmm. I think the only one who could really have a true flashback to Loomis is Michael. Mm-hmm. And you wouldn't want to overdo this either because he's not a central figure. We just had a little flashback before.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I keep thinking that flashback is there for a reason in Halloween Kills. I don't think they needed to include Loomis.
Yeah.
And I feel like they did it. You could just call it fan service, but I feel like there was a narrative purpose.
I hope so.
Somehow. It just seems like there would be.
I mean, now I never thought of it until you mentioned it, but now that you've mentioned it, I hope that you're right.
Yeah, I hope I'm right too. The more I think about it, what if Loomis, like in a memory, or maybe not even a memory, but almost like a Force ghost kind of Loomis, I guess. Just Michael sees, of course. What if he tells Michael to like put the knife down or something at some point during a final fight?
Yeah.
And then Laurie Strode takes advantage of that and then attacks Michael. Mm-hmm. So in a weird way, it's kind of like she and Loomis teamed up against him.
Yeah.
In a bizarre kind of way. They could do something artsy with it. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I think that'd be really fun. Let me ask you, do you ever get like Obi-Wan Kenobi vibes from Loomis?
No.
See, I do.
Really?
Loomis, he's wise, he's older, he gets the last word. Yeah, so for example, like Han Solo will say something in episode 4. And then Obi-Wan is like, blah, 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 blah. He kind of like upstages him a little bit.
Okay.
Or Luke will say something. He's like, Luke, you'll find that in life, blah, blah, blah. Loomis does that to people too. He's kind of like the actually guy. Actually, the correct answer is this. He's a little bit like that.
Yeah. I wasn't sure where you were going with that, with the question.
Neither was I.
My initial reaction was no, I don't. But Loomis has a lot more intensity than Obi-Wan.
You think so?
Well, yeah. Obi-Wan tends to remain very zen and calm and measured, whereas Loomis can get very worked up and
you haven't got a police force. These men are the closest thing you have.
Right? Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. Yeah, I love, it's funny. I got to digress for a second. In Halloween 4, when Loomis starts just giving orders and telling the cop what to do and everything, I love that. But then they doubled down on it in Halloween 5. Remember, he was going nuts on everybody in Halloween 5, even Jamie. Remember the hospital? Jamie is a little girl in the hospital who's got a murderer after her. her mom is deceased and everything, and Loomis is like shaking her. Remember that she's in her bed and he's like, God damn it, you must tell us where Michael is.
Yeah.
He's screaming at, like, the hospital staff should have intervened and be like, Dr. Loomis, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but no matter how determined you are to get Michael Myers, you can't harass this girl. This girl is, that poor girl went through so much. And by the end of the movie, she was probably like, I don't know who I'm more afraid of, Michael or Dr. Loomis.
Don't let him in my room again.
Oh my God. Anyway, this is going on too long. Guys, let us know in the comments, what do you think? Is this flashback idea a good idea, a bad idea? What the fuck? What are we going to do with Halloween Ends? We got rumor after rumor after rumor coming out about what's going to happen with this movie. Very few of the rumors are good. In fact, almost none. Let's hope this movie is going to work out well. I don't know what's going to happen here, but maybe, just maybe, voice of reason.
Yeah.
My Loomis flashback idea will make its way into the numerous reshoots and save Halloween Ends from being an otherwise bad film. Does that sound good? Are you excited about this?
I am. That's a prediction.
Okay, let's see what happens, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Don't forget,
please like, subscribe, do everything. Just be part of this. And most importantly, comment. That's really what this whole thing is about. The comments, we have all kinds of fun. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for another great video. Thanks so much.
Thank you.